So I bought some Summit Racing subframe connectors for my 68 Firebird. It looks pretty straightforward. You can see the front part right here is going to slide right into the frame. They do suggest that you drill a couple holes in the side. They give you the bolts for it, 2 for each side, and then the body bushing will sit right up into there. The other side, you have to drop the leaf spring down, and the cup that holds the front of the rear leaf spring has bolts holding it in. You got to take those out, put this in it, and then put the cup back in place and bolt it all back together. A few of the reviews that I saw on the internet, some of them said the holes did not line up. Other people said it lined up perfect, so I'm going to find out if it lines up with mine and if there's going to be any problem with like e-brake cables in the way or gas lines or whatever in the way. But let's see how they fit. Alright, needed to readjust the jack stands. Once I did, I was able to get the perch down low enough. I was able to slide the spring, the frame connector right under the spring. The problem is, when I changed out the rear end of the Firebird, I put disc brakes on the rear, and that right there is the emergency brake cable. It's right where I need to be, so I'm going to have to remove that. That's no fault of the subframe connectors. So far they're going in great. They look like they're lining up really good. It's out of the way of the brake line on this side. I looked at the other side. It looks like the fuel line might be in the way, but I should be able to get around that. So I'm going to move that park and brake cable. Just move it out of the way for now so I can finish bolting this up. Alright, got the park and brake cable moved. Of course, to make it a little more difficult, because I put the sound deadener on the inside, you can't reach the bolts easily. But I had to tear part of the interior out in order to reach the bolt. But as you can see, if I can snip my corner here, I was able to get one of the bolts out, the closest one, which was right here. This one I'm going to keep in place. Hopefully I'm going to go from here and just drill another hole right here and then put the bracket back up like that. Hopefully that's out of the way enough. I don't know, maybe I should just pop it out. I'll find out once I get the subframe back up in there. We'll see how it looks. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Okay, I'll show you the fit, how it comes out. This is where it's mounting to the rear leaf spring. I'm going to have to tear it back out, but I'm going to show it to you prior to that. The one bolt that goes right here, the little clip that it screws into, is just stripped or something because it just keeps spinning around. So I'm going to pull it back out and replace that clip. But the other one in the front fit just fine. The one back up there fits just fine, but that doesn't touch the subframe connector. When you come down, there's my park and brake cable. I'm going to have to mount that up on that side. My front subframe connector right here, they so it was a suggestion, but they recommended that you drill 2 holes here and here, put bolts in there. They supply the bolts. It happens on both sides. I don't know if we're going to be able to get around the exhaust over here in order to drill 2 more bolts over there, but this is squished right up into the bolt right up into here for the body mount. So this is basically what they're going to look like. I still got to do the other side still, but I figured I'd just do a quick clip to show you how it's going to look when it's all in. And I'll pull it back out, fix that bolt side, and then fix the parking brake. Okay, subframe connectors are completely in. They are bolted in. Up here, the body bushing is up inside there. I got this bolt that was stripped out, fixed. That's up there nice and tight now. The subframe connectors fit really well, but the shackle, whatever you call that cup there, when you took that off, that was hard to get lined back up again. But once it was lined back up, everything bolted right together real easy. I ended up dropping the rear of the leaf spring too in order to twist that around to get it to work. I'll show you the passenger side quick. Ugh. Same deal over here. Bolted in right there. This side wasn't stripped out at all, so I didn't have to replace these at all. But same deal, I had to drop the rear of the leaf spring in order to get the front back in there. So there they are. Hope you enjoyed this. I got some other videos coming up for the car. We're waiting to get a new engine, but when we do, we got Dakota Digital gauges that are going to go in there. We got an aluminum radiator, electric fan, an overflow. Did the 75 Nova style. I'm hoping to fit it right up under the fender there to be out of the way. That'll be sweet. So I'll get those videos posted as soon as we get working on them. Thanks for stopping. Bye.